I'm talking from a male talking to a male, all right? And I'm saying to myself, I'm seeing you in a situation, I feel to myself, you know what, bro? This relationship ain't good for you. Ain't nobody taking that in a good way. Because no matter what anybody says that, if you said that to me now, walked the four guys that are in the room now, you came over to me, said, my closest allies turned and saying to me, bro, you should leave the relationship. I'm looking at you. You're up, you're up, you're up, you're up. I don't like none of you.
I wouldn't say you should leave the relationship.
Exactly.
I would say, wagwan for this.
Okay,
I've witnessed this and it's not right.
That didn't look right to me.
So,
wagwan for
defend
that.
it.
And if you're if you're defending it, I would turn around and say you are complicit in your own demise. You have pulled the pin out of the grenade and stuffed it in your own trousers.
You're gonna tell me that.
No, I'm telling you.
No,
that
are you
if I
gonna say
said-
that to me?
Of course, I'm gonna say it to you, bro.
You're not gonna say that to me. Because
My brother,
the podcast aside.
Matt turned around and said to you,
I'm sorry.
wagwan for this.
I know that he does that.
Brother, he's not doing that. He's not doing that.
Jeez,
I have
please.
known this guy very long time.
Said to you.
Factually said it to you. He
Yeah.
said it to me.
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
About what?
We. I've said it to you.
About who?
Bring the levels down. We're getting too excited.
Who? We're not going to ask who. We'll find out at the end of the podcast.
Guys,
The views,
you're mad.
when the cameras are stopped,
Yeah.
then we will discuss it, and the views will get.
He's sniffing
updated
what's in
at
his
some
drink,
point.
bruv. Not drinking it.
What I would say is that, look, if there are things where is mental abuse, physical abuse, I'm definitely going to tell my bedroom. I'm definitely going to tell. If it's something about, I don't like the way she dresses, that I can't interfere with. I've got to keep that to myself. I can't say that. But if it's something which is, I know is affecting you, I know that buddies, this kind of...
Turn up in a catsuit at a kid's party.
Maybe so. Maybe
Carry on.
But
No.
Sorry.
One second. You say this, Rain, right?
Yeah.
I promise you're not saying nothing. Do you know why? Because people are saying this stuff, right? And I've seen things. And I've seen things for myself. And I've seen things with people that want to say stuff and don't say stuff. All right? And I'm like, right, say it then, innit? I ain't going to be the one to say it. Say it.
Yeah,
and usually, a lot of the time, a.k.a. the truth, all right? I will be the one to turn and say, you know what? Frig it. I'm going to say it.
That was
all right?
No, you just wouldn't say it.
I say certain things and I say to myself, back me then, bro. And they're like, what's the need?
No, but
and I'm thinking, wait, why are you not saying it? It was your point in the first place. I'm just backing it. Like,
You're backing it.
Allow
You're
it, bro.
fronting it.
Allow
You
it.
just
Allow
said
it. That statement there, I can promise you, and I promise you within our own friend circle, and within a lot of friend circles, I know to myself that people do not sit there and say it because they're not happy with what the outcome.
If
will be
you
with me
saw,
saying that.
if you was out and you saw my girl cheating
Witness
on me,
my missus doing
would
some
you tell me?
madness.
So your missus,
You're just gonna be like, all right, cool, innit?
cheating's different.
no,
bro.
it's not. It's the same situation. Answer the
No, it's
question.
not the same
Answer-
situation.
not the same.
If I sit there and say to myself that your missus treats you bad, or you shouldn't be with your missus, would I
Cheating on him, treating him bad.
Right, Thomas, relax. All right. If I see to myself that your missus is treating you bad or treating you away, and I say to myself, right, Rain, talk to me, yeah, and I know that she's a bit funny, you know, and I'm like, would I say something to you? I would give you a little like, yo, Rain, maybe. And if you're sitting there defending it, I'm like, you know what, bruv?
So
I
you're saying
got
you'll say
nothing
something
I
then?
can say.
You're saying you'll say something then?
No, I would talk to you.
So
but
you
there's
say something.
No, there's not say something. I'm not going to sit there and say, yeah, your missus is a bitch and she done blah, 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 blah,
no
blah.
one's gonna say
I'm not
that
going to
though,
sit there
rude
and
boy.
say that to you because
but you would say something.
I would try to talk
Yeah.
to you. And if you're sitting there saying, my missus, she's the best in the world and she's golden, you know what, bro? Do your thing, bro.
Right, then, you know
Yeah,
what?
do your thing, bro. There's nothing I can say.
There is so much. This can go on and on and on. However,
Ariston.
we have exactly Ariston. We have gone so. Maybe we'll do a part 2 in it, but we will definitely have the summaries of everyone around the room. But I wanted to make it be known to the viewers and for those that are watching the podcast. The next podcast we're going to be doing is going to be a really big one. Really, really big one. Single fathers, is it your fault? Now, the reason why we had a lot of kickback from a lot of
Enough.
our lady viewers who are watching the podcast we did on single mothers, is it your fault? And said, no, what about guys? What about guys? So you know what? We're biting the bullet. February 22nd, 8 o'clock, we'll have it live and direct. Single fathers, is it your fault? So I'm going to go around the room really quickly and say, Citrus, what's your summary?
My summary is with the breakups, obviously it's never plain sailing as such. If it hasn't been an agreement from both parties. Depending on who the individual is and how they are within themselves emotionally, you need to be able to recognize what works for you as a person. So if you're a person that needs to go and have a good cry or listen to Spotify's 101 breakup tunes, then go and do that. If you're the person that needs to go out and rave, then do that. But what I would say is pour positivity into your cup. Make sure you're happy. Give yourself space and time to understand and appreciate who you are as a person. And remember, you are the best you that exists. There's no other better you than who you are. It's just what you decide to be.
Brilliant. Rayman, what's your final summary?
I don't know. Look, in regards to the original question was the do's and don'ts or guide to breaking up.
The MT podcast guide to breaking up.
If you have broken up and it's beyond repair, or if it's beyond repair and then you break up, there's plenty more fish in the sea. Go out there and do what you need to do to make yourself happy. Remember, you are looking for fulfillment of yourself, and hopefully you can find a partner that you can duly share that happiness or whatever it may be. If it is a breakup which potentially could be salvaged, then I believe you should try to salvage that relationship. I think there's no point of just throwing away years. And we're talking about 3 years plus now. 3 years plus, that is a lot of time. Take the time to try and rebuild it. It should be able to be rebuilt if you love each other. But that's my team.
Okay. Tongo, what's your closing statement?
So, I don't know if it's a closing statement as such, but when we was talking about this, I wrote some stuff down
My team.
about breaking up. So I'm just going to quickly read them out quickly. So I was like, if you're the person that's going to break up, you need to do it face to face, I think. Yeah? No last time sex. No, we're breaking up now. So we're gonna have a last.
That's a podcast in itself.
No, just the last one for the road. None of that. Self-care, like I said earlier on, I covered that before. Try and prepare what you want to say, and make sure that it's actually what you want. Think about if there's any wiggle room, anything your partner can do to keep it. So be sure. And that last thing I wrote was maybe get some other opinions on why you want to break up, or if you should even do it from your peers or whatever. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, Tongo. Buddy.
I don't know, so many things have been said. And one thing I would say is when you're trying to break up with someone or you're broken up with someone, I did say earlier on that love songs don't make a difference. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're a bit of healing. No, I'll be honest. Sometimes a little bit of healing. However, all right, I find to myself is distracting yourself, thinking of other things, doing other things. I mean, it helps. Do you know what I mean? It's just what I do. I mean, that's my personal side of things of how I deal with things. And I think to myself, look, a distraction always helps.